today. It's a pleasure doing this video to show you one or two things. My name is Samuel and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. And if today is your first time coming to this channel, please do subscribe to the channel so that you will see other videos that were uploaded and you'll also be notified when other videos come up. This channel is all about making videos to show our business owners how to solve one or two problems by themselves. Problems such as how to do key downloads on your machine so that the apps can work very fine, how to synchronize transactions, especially when you do transactions and you notice that some of them are not dropping, what to do to make your transaction drops. There are videos in the channel already that address all those issues. So once again, I welcome you to the channel. But in this video, I'll be teaching you a lot of things about how you avoid shortages in your business. We receive reports from our agents, from our business owners almost every time that when they close from work, they discover shortages in their record and all manner of reports. So this video will be teaching you how to avoid all of that. Also, you'll be learning how to identify fraudsters and avoid them, to avoid stories that touch. Alright, so there are lots to learn. You will learn how to avoid erroneous transferring to wrong account numbers. So a lot. Pay rapt attention and you will be glad you watched these videos. Okay, so in this video I'll be addressing two critical areas. POS operation is very simple, and very simple. It's just like an Android phone to operate. The operations are user friendly, but something is required, and in general terms, that is your attention. Generally speaking, the most important thing when it comes to operating POS is paying total attention to whatever you are doing. There are different transactions that you do when it comes to POS, but the two major ones are withdrawals or purchase and transfer or deposits. Okay, I'm addressing people that are doing POS business, POS operators who have shop, and then people come to make withdrawals and make deposits. I'm also addressing people that are using POS as means of receiving payments from their customers. Right? So pay attention to this. Now let me start with deposit transactions. Whenever you are doing deposit transactions, these are the things you should do. Before that, let me tell you the reports that we receive almost on a daily basis. You will hear business owners, POS operators calling you to tell you that please, they have sent money to a wrong account, they don't know how to recover it, we should help them and all of that. Sometimes we help and it works out, they recover their money, but most times it's very difficult to recover the money. When you mistakenly send money to a wrong person, that is what we call erroneous transfer. The recovery process sometimes is very tough. You have to go to court to obtain court order, and then you take that court order to the person's bank, the one you mistakenly send money to. You understand? For them to process, the court is ordering the bank to either place a lien on the account or see how they will reverse the money back to you. But still, that depends on whether the money is still in the person's account. Alright, so the best thing is to know how to avoid this kind of issue before they arrive. So what are the things that we should do? So number one, whenever your customer brings money for deposit, always ensure that you confirm the amount very well. Count the money minimum twice. Okay? General rule: never be in a hurry to do any transaction. Okay? Confirm the money again and again. And then another important thing is check for counterfeit notes. All right? Check for counterfeit notes. Check if what the customer give you, some of them should I say smart, or they will put in counterfeit notes in between. All right? So you must check each note very well to identify which ones are not original and return to the person to be exchanged for the original ones. All right? So there are ways to identify counterfeit notes. If you don't know how to do that, I'll be doing another video after this to teach you how you can identify counterfeit notes during deposits. You understand? And the only way you'll be aware when that video is uploaded is when you subscribe to the channel. That is the reason why you need to subscribe right now. Check for the subscription button on your phone there, or the device you're using. As you're watching, click on it, and the subscription is free. Just subscribe. Whenever that video and more comes in, you'll be notified. So let's say you have counted the money properly. You have identified that they are original notes. All right? Now another thing is you keep records. Record keeping cannot be overemphasized. It's very, very important that you keep record of your transactions. Now, before I do that, before I emphasize that, let me tell you the story. A business owner called a few days back, I think that was last week, that a customer came to send money to another person. The customer brought cash, and it was 2,000 naira to be sent to the other person. So when the POS operator was operating, she mistakenly imputed 20,000 instead of 2,000 naira, and then sent the money to the person. All right. Now, these are the loopholes. These are the mistakes from the person. She didn't record the transactions. She didn't write the phone number of the depositor, that is the person that brought the cash. Okay. Now, let's say she has the phone number of the person that brought the cash. It would have been easy to recover. Okay, it's just to call the person, and if that person is a good person, they can talk and then find a way of recovering the money from the person it was sent to. But there was no such records. So that is why record keeping is vital. It is very, very important. Keep records. Now, what are the columns? You may ask, how do I keep record? Get a notebook. All right, get a notebook. Write the number of transactions you are doing. I will even advise you separate your deposits from your withdrawals. All right. Now let's say you are creating a deposit column. Now you write the serial numbers by the side, and then you write the account number they bring for you in another column, in the next column. Then in the next one you write the bank. In the next one you write the name of the person, and then in the next one you write the name of the person that brings the money for deposit, that is the depositor. And then the last one, in the next one you write the amount, and then in the last one you write the depositor's phone number. All right, these things are very easy to do. Learn it. At the first start you may not find it easy, but with time you will get used to it. So learn to do that, and you will not have issues. So when you are keeping this kind of record, if any issue comes up, you will quickly know how to trace it. All right, so that is how you create records. So going further is imputing the amount on the machine. all right, confirming what you are doing on the machine. What do I mean? You have confirmed the money, you have recorded it on your record book. Now you want to operate the machine, isn't it? Now, what you do, you select the bank, you put the account number, you select the bank, and then you confirm the name. Very important. Confirm the name of the person you are sending the money to. And this should not just be, there are cases where somebody bring money only and then with the account number only, and then you ask of the bank, we tell you the bank. The person did not write the name for you. Okay? So when you input it, any name that comes out, ensure you ask the person to verify. You want to send money to First Bank, you give me the account number. I'm seeing Abla Yadamu. Is that the name? Alright? Let the person confirm. And the person should not be on call while doing that confirmation. The person should pay rapt attention to you. Why am I saying this? Why am I emphasizing this? There are situations where somebody will come and do such transactions, and later they begin to argue, no, you didn't ask me of the name of the person. So you are the one at fault. You are the one that sent it to the wrong person. You didn't confirm the name from me. And then the POS operator will be arguing, no, I asked you. Though you were on phone call, but I asked you, and you said I should go ahead to send it. Right? So these are, to avoid all of this, always confirm and write it on your record book. Alright? Now, when you are imputing that, so confirm the name that comes out, then the amount you are imputing. You remember the story I just told you? The person was not careful. She wanted to put 2,000. If you are imputing 2,000 with the recent machines, upgraded machines, especially Moniepoint, it assists you to place comma, alright, after 3 zeros. Okay, it assists you to place comma after 3 zeros behind. So when you want to put 2,000, you put 2, you add 3 zeros. You will see a comma there. If you add extra 0, the comma will come after 20, after 20, telling you that you are putting 20,000. Okay, all these things are measures to assist you check and check again to avoid making errors in your transactions. So this person was not careful enough. You want to put 2,000, you put 30, and then you add extra 0. That one extra 0 has brought about a loss of 18,000, because that extra 0 had made the 2,000 to become what? 20,000. So be careful while you are imputing it. And then before you finally impute your PIN to authorize the transaction, and Moniepoint will always bring out a confirmation page. Even other POS do that now. They bring out a confirmation page. This is to further assist you to confirm what you are doing. Are you following me? This is to further assist you to confirm what you are doing. Okay, is it the name? Is it the amount? If you notice any mistake, you can cancel and start again. But most people, they don't watch that page. They trust their instinct that what they imputed was correct, so there was no need to confirm anything. They go ahead and then they send the money, and later discover that they either make mistake in the amount or they make mistake in the name of the person. So please always watch. Never be in a hurry. Confirm all your transactions before you proceed. Do you understand that? So now in the next step, I want to talk about cash swap. Cash swap. All right. Now, cash swap is a case where somebody will come to do deposit. This is a fraud case, so watch out for this. I told you will learn how to identify fraudsters. All right. So watch out for this. They will come. Most of them will be in a hurry. Okay, when a customer comes and want to do transaction in so much hurry, please watch out, be careful. All right. Now, some of these people, they will come and say, I want to send 100,000, for instance. They'll give you the cash, you count. Then, for reason best known to them, they will receive the money back from you that they are not doing it again. Either when you are negotiating the charges, okay, they will ask you how much you want to charge. You tell them, okay, for 100,000, I will charge you 1,000. They'll say, no, it's too much, I won't do it again. And then while you are beating the price, they will collect the money back from you. Okay, then maybe along the line you reduce the price, and then they accept, and then they will give the money back to you to send. These guys are very crafty. This is what they do. They have other cash with them. Pay attention. They have other cash with them. Let's say 85,000 with them. When they collected that 100,000 and now they are giving it back to you, it is not that 100,000 they are giving you back. Okay, they pocket that 100,000. Now they are giving you the second cash they have, which is 85,000. All right. So when you fail to reconfirm by recounting the money, you just receive that money and then you keep it and then you send the transaction. You will later discover that it was a cash swap. It is 85,000 instead of 100,000. See that? Now, this is not just a story. These are things that happen live. These are things that will receive reports from our business owners almost every time. Okay, so be watchful, be very careful. Don't be tired of confirming and reconfirming your account, your cash. Okay, so that is that about deposits. So in summary on deposit, please be careful. Count the money. When you are imputing the records, the amounts and the name, be careful to cross-check and be sure that you are sending the right thing, okay, to avoid erroneous transfer. And then we also said you should be watchful of cash swap. All right, so the next thing is how to keep your withdrawals safe, to avoid losses, to avoid shortages, and then to avoid issues. Okay, withdrawals are very delicate transactions. Okay, very delicate transactions. Like I said about deposits, whenever you are doing withdrawal, also pay attention to what you are doing. It is wrong to be on a phone call or with a distracted attention while you are doing a transaction. It is also wrong for you to be attending to more than one customer at a time. No matter the pressure, always organize your shop, organize your place of business. If it is possible, ask them to queue. Thank God for many customers you're having, but what is the gain when you rush to attend to all of them in a disorganized way and then you end up losing money? What is the gain? You know, some people will say, I had a lot of customers today, but I am having shortages. Okay, this is the reason to that. So organize your place of business. If you have many of them, employ staff or ask them to queue, okay, and then attend to them one by one. Now, take note of the following. Number one, you only pay on an approved transaction. Okay, it is when your machine tells you that withdrawal approved, that is when you pay. Okay, this is a common knowledge. You may say, but we receive reports every day about it, either by the carelessness of the POS operator or by the carelessness of the staff that they employ. All right, so always watch the receipt. Watch the receipt. That is why you should pay attention. Ensure that it is approved before you pay. All right, why am I emphasizing this? Someone paid 100,000 naira to a customer and the transaction declined. In fact, the error message was that it is an expired card that was used. So you can imagine that 100,000 naira. Okay, so what could have caused this? Not paying attention to the transaction. Receipt comes out, you just cut the receipt, give to the customer with the ATM card, and you begin to count money to give to the person. No, even if you did not check it when your machine say decline or approve, at least check the receipt to be sure the status of that transaction. All right, so always be careful in that aspect. Teach your staff very well on this. Then the second thing is you will receive reports about I withdraw 1,000, but I mistakenly paid 10,000 to the person. Okay, it is either when you are imputing the amount, the person tells you I want to withdraw 10,000, and then you by mistake you impute only 1,000, forgetting that you have not added the last zero. Okay, and without cross-checking, you pay out 10,000. This at the end of the day you want to do record that you now realize what you have done. All right, so all this thing boil down to careful transaction process. Always pay attention to whatever you are doing. All right, then of course avoid phone calls. I've emphasized that a lot. Avoid phone calls. Then record keeping when it comes to withdrawal is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, now let me tell you a story why you need to keep record. Now this is the reason why you need to keep record as a POS operator. All right, you know this thing already, that it is possible for someone to steal someone else's ATM card and then come to you to do transaction. All right, now there are implications, in fact very bad implications, when you are traced. Okay, when the whole thing is traced to you and you cannot give proper record of what happened. Many persons, many POS operators have been arrested because of that. So watch. These are the measures you put in place that will exonerate you when such things happen. Number one, record keeping. What kind of record? The machine is processed or is done in such a way that it prints two receipts. It prints what we call the customer receipt, and then it also prints merchant receipt. You are the merchant. Okay, so it is expected that whenever the transaction approved, you cut the customer receipt, you give to him or her, and then you print your own merchant receipt, and then you keep it safe in a place. Why? For record purpose. Okay. Secondly, you need to have a book, just like I taught you about deposits. You need to have a book where you write every transactions you do, the amount, okay, the bank that person is using. If it is First Bank ATM card they brought, write First Bank. If it is GTB, do the same thing, write GTB, write the amount, okay, and then take the phone number of the person. Take the phone number of what? Of the customer that comes to make that transaction. If possible, snap the ID card, especially when the transactions are in high volume. For example, when you are doing a transaction from 100,000 and above, it is wise that you take proper KYC. What is KYC? Know your customer. All right. Take proper KYC. Take the address of the person. Snap the ID card that the person is using, and take down the phone number. And if you are a big boy, I know you're a big boy, please try and install CCTV camera in your shop, okay? Because this was the measure that saved someone that I know from being arrested by law enforcement agency. And this is the story. This is what happened. Someone stole another person's card and then went to the person's shop to withdraw, and the person withdrew as high as 500,000 from that place that day. Okay, unknown to the POS operator, it was a stolen card because the person acted smartly, put the pin smartly, and then collected the money and went away. But this POS operator has cameras in the shop. So when the whole thing was investigated and it was traced to the shop, all he did was to go to that date and then bring out the record, they play everything, and they identify who the thief was, and they arrested the person, and that exonerated the POS operator. So it is wise that you install all this stuff in your place to avoid stories that touch. All right. So always watch out for these fraudsters, these fraudulent guys, these scammers. Okay. Some of them, they come, their transaction is always in a hurry, and most of them they can offer you any amount as your charge. Normally you withdraw 500,000 as maybe 1.5 or 2,000. Okay, these guys, they can tell you that, wait, I can pay you 5,000, I can pay you 7,000 as your charge. Just make sure the money is available and then you pay me, let me go. Do it fast. All right. So don't be greedy. I know you'll be tempted. This is a big charge, so let me do it and get my charges. No, don't do that. Don't be greedy, because the implication, that charge can never bail you out. All right. When you are caught, that 7,000, 10,000 they are giving you is nowhere compared to what will be the cost of the consequence. All right. So avoid them. And then when somebody is trying to impute and what you call it, PIN, and it's telling you incorrect PIN, you try again, it's telling you incorrect PIN. The person is trying hard to remember or to bring out a PIN that will, make the withdrawal. It should be an indication to you that maybe that card is not his own or her own. So always avoid such persons. Do you understand? Avoid such persons. Now, this thing happened some time ago, and we discover it's still happening in some places where somebody will come with a phone, be on a phone call, and then come to you and give you the phone that, please, somebody want to talk to you, do what the person tell you, send the money to the person, I will pay you. All right. Most times those people on the phone call are hypnotized. All right, they're already hypnotized. I don't know how they do it, but they are just foolishly doing what the person on the other side of the call is telling them. And then when that's supposed to be the saving grace of the person, because you will now say, no, I don't do that until I receive the cash before I process this transaction. You that's supposed to do that, you won't do it. You just hurriedly receive the phone from the person, and then you do as that person on the phone is telling you. Put 50,000. Put this is the account. This is the name. Have you confirmed it? Send it. And then you ask the person, where is the cash? And he will tell you, no, the person that brought the phone to you will pay you and the charges. And you say, okay, and you process it. And on finishing the whole thing, you discover a different story. The person will start telling you, have you done it? Actually, I'm not with the cash. And the person on the call says he will come and pay you. It sounds foolish, but we have received a lot of reports to that regard. It happens every time. Okay? So you, the operator, should be wise enough to say, no, put the call off. I must receive my cash and confirm it first before I process the transactions. So if you do that, you have saved yourself of loss and you have saved the other person from the situation that he's under. Okay, so these are the things that you must watch out for and you must be very careful. I want to believe you have learned a lot from this video. Subscribe if you have not done so. Share with other persons. Don't be the only one that will learn these vital lessons and then you keep it to yourself. Share the videos with other person and then turn on the notification button so that when other videos come up, you'll be notified. All right, do this. They are free. You will not be charged to subscribe. All right, so do it right now. Share the video with other persons and God will bless you. All right, so see you in the next videos. Bye for now.